Nam, of course, referring to the fact that he finished 4th at Nationals this season, but Liam Ferris stepped away and gave his position to Nam here. So Nam and Patrick Chan representing Canada.
A little shout out to Liam. I know you're watching, cheering your teammates on. Brian Orser gave up wearing the team jackets for all the countries that he works for.
Keep changing.
Just went for one suit.
Just wear the generic suit.
He's every man of skating.
You know, it had to have been a tough season for Nam Nguyen, as mentioned, the 2015 national champion, and then Patrick Chan comes back. And it's not just any skater.
No.
It's Patrick Chan, right? So it's your 3-time world champion. So suddenly he's trying to find himself again. Nam himself going through a growth spurt. He is only 17 years old, and then Patrick's back.
There's no time for training because he's always shopping for new clothes.
Well, he struggled a bit with the short program too this year, but he's actually made a change and gone back to his old Cinnamon program by Nina Simone, hoping that that comfort level will enable him to deliver a better performance.
Hardest jump in the program. He's putting it in combination, but he's actually been hitting it quite well this week. The quad toe.
Oh. Just looked a little tentative coming down the ice, not carrying quite as much speed as we've seen from him in the past.
Nope, that takeoff did not work. The timing was wrong. It looked like he was way back on the blade, and he decided not to do it. He will get no points whatsoever for that particular effort.
And although I said at the beginning of the program that he switched back to his Cinnamon, this is actually his Killing Fields program, so he's switched again.
Well, that is a definite victory of sorts. The planned quad triple obviously didn't work with the fall off the top, and he put a triple toe after that Lutz. You can't just throw in a jump if you missed it. You've only got 3 jumping opportunities. You have to capitalize on those 3 jumps. Those 3 corridors, we call them, to get in your axel, your combination, and your triple jump. Or quad.
The Canadian Nam Nguyen, you can tell by the look on his face, not too pleased with that short. And I know from his clip, he said maybe he didn't feel as much pressure going into this one, these Worlds compared to last season, but it's pressure on both him and Patrick to combine for 13 points in order to have the maximum spots for next year's World Championships, 3 spots.
Very good point.
And it doesn't matter what you say, once you get out on that ice at Worlds, you want it. You want to skate well, you want to do your best. But you can see Nam has grown tremendously, and it's affected his speed, his balance, his feeling on the blade. It's a hard job to get through when you grow like that.
He told me himself, he said, I just don't quite know where I left my jumps. I just can't figure it out. And this is somebody who's a wee bit of a phenom. He's a natural performer And you can see that he, instead of waiting for the right moment to pull the trigger in that takeoff of that axle, that right arm was swinging around like he wanted to punch somebody. And that's just wanting it too much, not having the confidence to wait for the timing. But hats off to him. And I'm wearing one today. Hats off to him.
And you took it off. Well
for
done,
that triple toe. We're talking a junior world champion, former junior world champion, and he was 5th in the worlds last year. I think so much potential for this young man. This is just one day at the office.
Yeah, don't write him off. He's going to be around for a long time.
Awaiting the marks, the Canadian Nam Nguyen, season best 76.10 for him. We'll see what scores they give him here and where that places him.
A lot of skaters will take a moment like this and go, I remember what I felt like sitting in that kiss and cry. I don't want to feel like that again. I want to, you know, allow myself to go down, but I'm going to find a way to get back up. This is a great sport in that they cannot take away your moment away from you. They can give you whatever mark you want, but nobody hits the ball past you. They don't punch you and you fall over.
No.
It's your moment to deal with the way you want. And like I said, he came down the ice and did that triple toe, and that's claiming the moment back.
Absolutely.
The score, please.
And here come the scores for Nam Nguyen. Time to look up and see what they are.
61.
So pretty far off the season best, 61.61. That'll put him in 18th. A lot of ground to make up there again if they do want to maximize their spots for next year's World Championships.
I think top 20 do the long program, 24,
right.
sorry, 24. And so we'll be watching the scores pretty carefully. He has to make that long program.